What's up, Broncos country? Take a deep breath because what I'm about to tell you is going to make your heart race. And look, I'm not going to give it all away at once because this bombshell deserves to be unwrapped slowly. Did you know that something happened after that insane victory against the Packers that completely changed the course of our Broncos season? That's right, Denver Broncos family. There's a massive recognition that just landed in our rookie quarterback's lap. And this isn't just another award. This is confirmation that we're witnessing the birth of a legend in real time. Before I drop this news that's going to blow your mind, let me ask you a question. Did you really believe that a rookie, a first-year player coming out of the draft, was going to be able to do what this kid is doing? Because I'm going to be honest with you, family, not even in my wildest dreams did I imagine we'd be in this position in mid-December. But hold on, because the story gets even better. Last Sunday, at the sacred temple of Empower Field at Mile High, something happened that analysts, experts, haters, nobody expected. The Broncos faced the Green Bay Packers, a traditional team, respected, full of talent, and what happened? What happened is that our quarterback brought it, family, but it wasn't just bringing it. It was a clinic. It was a masterclass. It was a demonstration that when you have talent, preparation, and heart, there's no opponent that can stop you. And now comes the news you've been waiting for. Bo Nix, our quarterback, the kid that many doubted, that many said wasn't ready, that wouldn't be able to handle business in the most competitive league in the world, has just been named the FedEx Air and Ground Player of the Week. That's right, Broncos country. Our rookie, our number 10, our commander, received one of the most prestigious awards in the league. But let me tell you what he did to earn this, because it wasn't luck, family. It was competence. It was execution. It was blood in his eyes from the first to the last snap of that game against Green Bay. Bo Nix completed 67.6% of his passes. Let me repeat that so you understand the magnitude. 67.6%. This isn't an accident, Broncos country. This is surgical precision. This is a quarterback who studied the defensive scheme, who understood the coverages, who knew where to put the ball at the exact moment. And the numbers? 302 yards through the air. 302 yards, family. But what really made the difference, what really showed that this kid is on another level, were the 4 touchdowns he threw. 4 touchdowns. 4 times Bo Nix found the path to the end zone with his arm. 4 times he connected with his receivers, read the defense, made the right decision, and delivered 6 points for our team. And you know what's most impressive about all this? This was the 4th time in his career that Bo Nix has thrown 4 touchdowns in a single game. 4th time! The kid hasn't even completed a full season yet, and already has 4 games with 4 TDs. Let that sink in for a second. That 34-26 victory wasn't just another win, Denver Broncos family. That victory was the 11th consecutive win of our season. 11th. Can you process that? The Denver Broncos have 11 straight wins, 11 games without losing, 11 games of pure domination, of football played the right way, with discipline, with intensity, with the will to win. And there's more, Broncos country, because that victory wasn't just symbolic. With that result against the Packers, the Broncos clinched a playoff spot. That's right. We're back in the postseason, family. And it's not just going back. It's going back with style, with authority, with a team that's catching fire at the right time of the season. Bo Nix, after the game, said a phrase that sums up everything this team represents. That was our first goal. We wanted to make the playoffs. That's the only way to go further, is to be part of the tournament. We're excited about it. That was goal number 1. We were able to accomplish that tonight. You see this kid's mentality? He's not satisfied just making the playoffs. He wants more. He talks about going further. He talks about objectives. That's the type of quarterback you want leading your team, Broncos country. Someone who doesn't settle for the minimum, who doesn't relax after an accomplishment, who's already eyeing the next challenge. And let me tell you something about this victory against the Packers that makes everything even more impressive. Green Bay had on the field one of the most dangerous pass rushers in the league. This guy is known for destroying quarterbacks, for turning the pocket into a nightmare, for making the QB's life impossible. But you know how many sacks Bo Nix took in that game? Zero. None? Our quarterback came out clean, untouched, protected by an offensive line that was playing at the highest level and a QB who knew when to move his feet, when to leave the pocket, when to make the play happen even under pressure. Unfortunately, that Packers player I mentioned suffered a serious knee injury during the game, an anterior cruciate ligament tear. It's always sad to see an athlete get hurt like that, regardless of the team. But what Bo Nix was doing before, that already showed he was prepared to face any type of pressure coming his way. Sean Payton, our head coach, a guy who's seen everything in football, who's worked with legendary quarterbacks, who knows the game like few others, spoke after the game about the protection the team gave the QB. That's a really impressive pass rush front. And to come out of that game without taking any sacks, I thought we did a good job. We had a good protection plan. He really made some plays with his feet and made some plays in the pocket. Third down with long distance to Troy Franklin with a perfect touch. There are so many different plays to mention, Cortland Sutton, all of them. And as players executing this offense, if he moves left or moves right, they adjust and become an open target for him. All three phases, it was a good win. Listen to what the coach is saying, Broncos country. He's saying that Bo Nix isn't just playing well, he's making his teammates better. When a quarterback can do that, when he can make average receivers play like stars, when he can make the offensive line surpass themselves, when he can make the entire team play at his level, you know you have something special happening. Now let me tell you where the Broncos are right now. With 12 wins and 2 losses, Denver is alone at the top of the AFC. Alone. No other team in the American Conference has 12 wins. And even more impressive, the Broncos are the only 12-win team in the entire league. That's right, Broncos country, in the entire league. Nobody has more wins than us. Let that sink in. Let you feel the weight of that. And there's one more thing that's going to make you flip out. If the playoffs started tomorrow, you know what would happen? The Denver Broncos would have the first seed in the AFC. The first. That means a bye in the first round. It means rest while other teams are killing themselves. It means home field advantage throughout the postseason. Imagine that, Denver Broncos family. Imagine the road to the Super Bowl going through Denver. Imagine teams having to come here to our stadium, in our altitude, in our atmosphere, and try to beat us. This isn't a dream. This is the reality we're living right now. The specialized media started to realize what we already knew. The league's power rankings moved the Broncos up in the classifications. And there's more. Bo Nix officially entered the MVP conversation, most valuable player, the most prestigious award in the league, a rookie in the MVP conversation. When was the last time you saw this happen? When was the last time a first-year player played at such a high level that analysts started putting his name alongside the league's most dominant veterans? And this isn't the first time Bo Nix has won this FedEx Award, family. This is the third time in his career. Third! He's already won it twice before. But this is the first of the current season. Every time he wins, it's confirmation that what we're seeing isn't luck, isn't a good phase. It's real talent. It's consistent ability. It's a quarterback who came to stay and dominate. Look, Broncos country, I know many of you were skeptical at the beginning of the season. I know many thought drafting a quarterback was risky, that maybe we should have gone after a veteran, that a rookie wasn't going to be able to compete at the league level immediately. But this kid is silencing all the critics, proving all the skeptics wrong, showing that when you have the talent, the mentality, and the hard work, it doesn't matter how many years of experience you have. And the season isn't over yet, family. There are still games ahead. Next Sunday, the Broncos host the Jacksonville Jaguars here at Empower Field at Mile High. And look, Jacksonville is no joke. They have a top 10 defense, family. They have the best run defense unit in the entire league. So you already know what's going to happen, right? It's all going to fall on Bo Nix's arm again. But let me ask you something, Broncos country. Are you worried? Are you scared? After everything this kid has shown, after 11 consecutive wins, after 4 touchdowns against one of the best teams in the league, do you really think a good defense is going to stop what's happening here in Denver? I'm not worried, family. I'm excited. I'm anxious to see what this team is going to do next. I'm curious to see how far this winning streak goes. I'm dreaming about what could happen in January and February if we keep playing like this, and just look at the trajectory this kid has had. Bo Nix came here as a draft pick that many questioned. He arrived with high expectations, yes, but also with skeptics on all sides. And what did he do? He took the team in his hands from the first game, showed leadership, showed confidence, showed ability, and now he's carrying Denver to the top of the league. Every game is a new lesson learned. Every victory is more experience in the bank. Every award like this FedEx one is more validation that the path chosen was the right one. And the most impressive thing about all this Denver Broncos family is that he still has a lot to grow, still has a lot to improve, still has a lot to develop. If he's already at this level now, imagine 2-3 years from now when he's completely mastered the system, when the chemistry with the receivers is at its maximum, when he knows every coverage, every defensive scheme in the league by heart. His connection with Troy Franklin on that third down that Sean Payton mentioned was pure poetry. It was art. It was football played in the most beautiful way possible. A perfect pass with touch, with precision, putting the ball exactly where only the receiver could get it. You can't teach that, family. That's instinct, that's feel, that's natural talent. And Courtland Sutton, our veteran receiver, is playing the best football of his career with Bo Nix throwing to him. That's not a coincidence. When you have a quarterback who trusts you, who knows where you're going to be, who puts the ball where you can make a play, you play better. Simple as that. The Broncos defense deserves credit, too, of course. But let's be honest, Broncos country. The show has been the offense. The show has been watching Bo Nix orchestrate this attack, making reads, changing plays at the line of scrimmage, making elite defenses look confused and lost. And that first seed in the AFC? That's no joke, family. That changes everything in the postseason. Teams that have the bye in the first round have statistically much better chances of reaching the Super Bowl. And home field advantage? In January, in Denver, with the altitude, with the weather, with our crowd making noise? That's a huge advantage. Teams come here and can't breathe right after the second quarter. Imagine that in a single elimination situation. Look, I know a lot of people are still doubting. I know there are people saying it's luck, that the streak will end, that in the playoffs it's different. But you know what? Let them doubt. Let them talk. Because every time someone doubts, this team plays better. Every time someone underestimates, Bo Nix throws 4 more touchdowns. Every time someone says we can't do it, we rack up another win. If you're real Broncos country, now is the time to subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell because you won't want to miss a single moment of this historic season that's happening right before our eyes. Every game is an opportunity to see something special happen. Every Sunday is a chance to witness greatness. And let me tell you one more thing about Bo Nix that really impresses me, his humility. After a game like that, after 4 touchdowns, after 300 yards, the guy doesn't go around bragging, doesn't talk about himself. He talks about the team, talks about collective goals, talks about the next challenge. That's maturity, family. That's real leadership. That's the type of character you want in your quarterback. Sean Payton worked with Drew Brees, one of the best quarterbacks in league history. He knows how to recognize talent when he sees it. And the way he talks about Bo Nix, the confidence he places in this kid, says it all. When you have a coach who believes in you like that, who gives you freedom to make plays, who trusts your decision-making process, you play loose, you play confident, you play at your best level. And that offensive line, family, let's give them the credit they deserve. 0 sacks against an elite pass rush doesn't happen by accident. That's hard work, that's technique, that's smart scheming, that's 5 guys playing as one. Each one doing their job, each one protecting their gap, each one giving the quarterback that extra second he needs to make the play happen. What we're seeing here, Broncos country, isn't just a good team. It's a team that's finding its identity at the perfect moment of the season. It's a team that's growing every week, that's learning to win in different ways, that's showing resilience when things get tough. Those 11 consecutive games weren't all easy, family. There was a game won in the last minute. There was a game that needed defense at the end. There was a game that was a second-half comeback. But you know what this team learned from all that? It learned it can win anyway. Can win in an offensive shootout. Can win in a low-scoring game. Can win when behind. Can win when ahead. That versatility is what separates good teams from championship teams. And when you look at the schedule ahead, you can dream big, family. Jacksonville at home. And after that, who knows? Every game is an opportunity to add another win to this insane streak. Every Sunday is a chance to further solidify that first seed. Every snap is an opportunity for Bo Nix to add more impressive numbers to his already incredible rookie season. 302 yards against Green Bay. Let me put this in perspective for you. Many veteran quarterbacks, guys with years of experience, can't have a 300-yard game against elite defenses. Bo Nix did it on a random Sunday in December, with the team playing its 11th consecutive game, with all the pressure of clinching a playoff spot, and made it look easy. Those 4 touchdowns, each one was special, family. Each one showed a different aspect of his game. There was a short pass with perfect timing. There was a deep ball thrown with confidence. There was a blitz read and instant response. There was improvisation when protection broke down. That's a complete repertoire. That's a quarterback who can hurt you any way you try to defend. And you know what's scariest about all this, Broncos country? It's that he still makes rookie mistakes from time to time. There are still decisions he'll improve on, still aspects of the game he'll refine. If he's already playing at this level while still learning, imagine when he has the game completely mastered. The media is starting to pay attention, family. Analysts are starting to put respect on Bo Nix's name. The MVP conversations, Rookie of the Year, all of it is becoming reality. And it's not hype. It's based on real production, real wins, real numbers. That victory against the Packers wasn't just another positive result. It was a statement. It was a message to the rest of the league. The Denver Broncos are real, Bo Nix is real, and you're going to have to deal with it. Teams looking at the playoff bracket now are seeing Denver at the top and thinking twice before wanting to face this team. And how crazy is this Broncos country? At the beginning of the season, many people were writing off the Broncos as a rebuilding team, a team that might fight for a wild card spot if they were lucky. And here we are in mid-December, owners of the best record in the entire league, with the only 12-win team, in first place in the conference, with a rookie in the MVP conversation. Did anyone predict this? Did anyone believe this was possible? The honest answer is no. Family. Nobody predicted it. Not even in the most optimistic scenarios did we imagine this. But that's exactly why sports are beautiful. That's why we love football. Because every once in a while, something magical happens. Every once in a while, a team surprises everyone. Every once in a while, a rookie comes in and changes everything. And so, Denver Broncos family, the burning question, how far can this team go? Can we maintain the first seed? Can we make it to the Super Bowl? Are we witnessing the beginning of a dynasty? I don't have the answers, Broncos country. Nobody does. But what I know is that every Sunday is going to be an adventure. Every game is going to be an opportunity to create more memories. Every victory is going to be another brick being laid in the foundation of something special. Bo Nix, one player of the week. But for us, family, he's much more than that. He's renewed hope. He's proof that the Broncos are back. He's the future happening now. So let me ask you one last thing before I wrap up. Are you ready for what's ahead? Are you prepared to see this team keep doing incredible things? Are you willing to believe that something truly special can happen this season? Because I am, family. I'm ready. I'm believing. And I hope you are too. Leave your comment down below, Broncos country. What did you think of Bo Nix's achievement? Are you surprised by the level he's playing at? Do you believe the Broncos can make it to the Super Bowl? I want to know your opinion. Let's debate. Let's dream together. Let's enjoy this incredible moment we're living. And don't forget, Drop that like, share this video with all the Denver Broncos fans you know, and if you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that red button now because there's a lot more Broncos content coming your way. That's it, family. Bo Nix is Player of the Week. The Broncos are in the playoffs, and Broncos country is living the best moment in years. Until the next video, and may more victories come.